Oh my gosh. New A Song of Ice and Fire heroes. For the Free Folk and the Night's Watch, it's time for a hero reveal. Shazam! Shazam? How about On the Table Gaming? All right. Now we're ready to talk about the new hero boxes for the Free Folk and the Night's Watch in the A Song of Ice and Fire miniatures game. Now, the Night's Watch Hero Box 1 comes with several amazing commanders, NCUs, and attachments. But today we're going to be talking about Alistair Thorn, the Master at Arms. Now not to be confused with Alistair Thorn, Vindictive Overseer. So we're looking at the commander option here. And first off, let's look at his order at any cost. If this unit would fail a panic test, kill one model in this unit to automatically pass this panic test. And this is a great ability. It functions much like a Lannister Guard captain. If you roll a panic test and fail it, just kill a model and you automatically pass that test. Especially useful with this unit is Prey on the Weak. This time, the Night's Watch don't have a lot of units that can really kind of swing battle. They're kind of predictable, right? They're going to grind you down. They hit hard for sure, but they don't suddenly just have that punching power. So whatever you put Alistair Thorn in definitely does. And it could be a melee unit. It could be a ranged unit. So pay attention to the upcoming Night's Watch Builder Crossbowman. He might fit in there very well. We'll have to wait and see. Now, as 3 tactics cards, Ruthless Approach is by far the coolest. At the start of a friendly turn, attach this card to an enemy combat unit until the end of the round. While attached, that enemy suffers the following effects based on what tactic zone you control. So if you control the Crown, -2 to panic test rolls. If you control the Wealth, -1 to defense save rolls. The attack zone, enemy loses all abilities, which is phenomenal. It lets you take away, for example, the Free Folk Insignificant ability, and you can gain points off killing them now. If you take the attack zone, -2 to the attack dice. And if you take the maneuver zone, -2 speed, which could essentially bring Lannister Guardsmen down to speed 2. So on their march, they'd be moving 4 inches, which is nothing. That's an amazing tactics card. Also, we can look at Seeing Their Flaws. After an enemy combat unit completes an action, that enemy becomes panicked and vulnerable. If that enemy is within short range of Alistair Thorn, you may place this tactics card on top of your tactics deck instead of discarding it. Now, the drawback is you're not going to be cycling through cards as much. The good news is you can predict what card you're going to get now, right? You know you're going to get this card. And so if you're in a spot where you can use this feasibly, you can just keep pulling it and reusing it every turn to ensure that you're putting out a panic and vulnerable token on your opponent. Really useful. It's situational, but man, it's going to be devastating when you get that combo off. Finally, we've got Pathetic Attempt. After a friendly combat unit is attacked, if it did not lose a rank, the attacker suffers D3 wounds plus 1 additional wound for each remaining rank in the defending unit beyond the first. If the defending unit contains Alistair Thorn, you automatically count as rolling a 3. Now, this is scary. If you're a giant, a Free Folk giant, you charge into one of these units, you roll D3 plus 1 because you're fresh, you've taken no wounds. At max, if you roll 3 wounds with a +1, you can kill a rank. That'll save you. If you roll a 1 or a 2, if you only do 2 to 3 wounds, you're going to get hit back with potentially enough wounds to kill you outright. If Alistair Thorn is in there, you're definitely going down. That's 5 wounds. You're in trouble. This is a pretty scary card, and it's a big disincentive to solo units. And you got to know if you're a solo unit, it's a direwolf, you're the mountain that rides, you're a giant. Do you really want to risk charging a unit that might have Pathetic Attempt ready to drop down on you? This is going to add a whole new layer of defense for these Night Watch units. On the flip side, we've got, for the Free Folk, a unit that I'm absolutely in love with. I cannot wait to get on the table, and that's Harmadog's Head. Now, Harmadog's Head has Order Superior Flanking. It's an order, and when a friendly unit within long range attacks an enemy in the flank or rear, before the attack dice are rolled, the attacker rolls +3 dice, and the defender becomes vulnerable, which is a phenomenal ability and is going to really help push out some damage from your already generally weaker Free Folk units. Now, Vanguard Commander, the ability, when you claim the maneuver zone, you may return 1 commander tactics card from your discard pile to your hand is going to be very powerful considering the cards that Harma brings to the table. Now, as you can expect, Harma, superior flanking, a lot of these things are based on mobility. And so starting off, we've got the feinting maneuver. When you claim the maneuver zone on the tactics board, replace that zone's effect with one friendly combat unit may make a free charge action. If they are successful, you may place them in the closest flank arc of the defender, treating for all purposes as if they had charged that flank. So you can basically teleport your unit. You charge in, and it just pivots right to the flank side. And what's great about this is it's going to not only get you that flank bonus, but it's going to leave that front side open for other units to charge. So you can really start to create more space for your units to actually get engaged on your opponent. Another great card is Diversion Tactics. After a friendly combat unit is attacked, one other friendly unit within long range of that unit may make a free maneuver action. If you control the maneuver zone, instead, they may pivot and make a free march action, which is phenomenal for getting your units up into position to grab objectives or to get behind enemies and crush them. I'm looking forward to personally using this to hunt down things like Stark Bowman. Another amazing tactics card in Force March. At the start of the round, a friendly infantry unit may pivot and then make a free march action and then becomes weakened. Now, it stinks to get weakened, so this is kind of a fair trade-off to get that unit fast up the board. You know, things like your trappers can really get up there far and start having people in range of getting hit by their trap order, doing D3 wounds. So Force March is going to allow you to get your troops into position again, and I think really sets Harma up to be a commander that allows you to really utilize the strengths of the free folk units to their fullest ability. Now, there are a lot of other units that we'd love to talk about. Steer, Ygritte, Corrin Half Hand. But we're going to do separate videos doing a deep dive on individual heroes coming up in the future. But we just want you to know you should be excited about these upcoming hero boxes. And if you're just getting into a Song of Ice and Fire the miniatures game and you've got your starter set and you're thinking, what should I buy next? Really, the hero boxes are the way to go. They're going to allow you to play so many different styles. And at the very least, start studying up on these cards, because if you're not playing them, you're going to be playing against them for sure. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. And we hope you get your miniatures on the table.